Hey guys, what is up? It is Spooky Noodles, and I am here with another video. I am here with a movie review, and let me just say straight out the gate, this movie has its flaws, but at its core, it's pretty good. It's good for a cheesy film. Definitely not a like a great film in a sense, but like, let me read some notes I took. First of all, From Beyond gives me a major Hellraiser meets The Fly feel to it. It like it's hard to explain how they're similar, other than like, so this guy becomes one with this other realm, and he's trying to not escape per se, like what the other character in the Hellraiser, where the guy's trying to escape the house that he's hellbound in. But this guy's trying to convert people to coming to the other side, I think. So, but let me look up online for a movie synopsis, because there is a lot about this film. Like, okay, obsessive scientist Dr. Pretorius, I'm probably saying his name wrong, Pretorius, successfully discovers a way to access a parallel universe of pleasure by tapping into the brain's pineal gland. When he is seemingly killed by forces from the other dimension, his assistant, Dr. Crawford Talingast, is accused of the murder. After psychiatrist Catherine McMichaels and Detective Bubba Brownlee take the case, the trio risks a return to the other world in order to solve the mystery. Now, it did not do good in theaters, and the ratings are so-so. I give it 3 stars because the effects were really good. Like, the effects really sold this film. The guy who played Dexter Ward in the other H.P. Lovecraft movie, he did a phenomenal job in this film. His acting really sold a lot of parts. Bubba was really good. I enjoyed his moments. Like, he made a lot of sense, and like, half the time I'm like saying, like, let's just hit the switch, and but this movie has its flaws. Like, I don't know. Well, here's a major plot hole I found. Is why don't they flip the switch instead of going to the circuit breaker? Like, they're right there, right next to the machine. They could hit the switch and just turn it off. But he, for some reason, has to go to the circuit breaker to turn it off. Even though it's not said why. Maybe I missed it, but he just, he flips the switch. Like, why don't you just hit the switch and break the machine? I don't get it. Why he had to go down to the circuit breaker and basically risk his life in order to turn off this machine. I don't get it. And then this girl, I understand she's being like controlled in a way to turn on the machine, but then she's like fine afterwards. So it's kind of weird. They don't do a great job with the that, but and then there's a part where she just all of a sudden has a time bomb. Like, how did she get a time bomb? Like, she drove from the hospital to the house, and in between then she got a time bomb. I don't know how she got a time bomb. And then she uses the time bomb to explode the what do they call it, receptacator or something like that? I forget what they called the machine, but she has the bomb on the machine and it explodes and destroys the machine. So where did she get the time bomb though? And the whole hitting the switch bit, like, I don't understand why they couldn't do it, and why they had to go to the circuit breaker. And then it turns out that he can just, from beyond, this parallel universe, he's able to control the machine now because he's become stronger. It doesn't say why, but he becomes stronger and is able to hit the switch on his own, and basically then they have to break the machine because he's turning the machine on his own. So I just feel like the whole hitting the switch thing and then having to go, I don't understand why they had to go to the circuit breaker and turn it off. Why couldn't they just hit the switch that's on the side of the machine? I don't know. There's a lot of problems with this movie, like where like it will say 30 seconds on the time bomb, then like a whole 3 minutes go by, and then the time bomb has like 26 seconds. It's like, what? We just saw for 2 minutes this monster writhing and trying to get her, and only 4 seconds have gone by. Yeah, right. And but the special effects were really good. Like I said, this movie reminds me of Hellraiser meets The Fly. It had a lot of like David Cronenberg like effects, and then the whole story was basically Hellraiser. So yeah, I haven't seen the Hellraiser movie. I'm just doing it. I should say the Hellbound Heart, because that's what it reminded me of. I don't think I've ever seen Hellraiser the movie. I may have or I may not have. I can't remember at the moment, but it gives me those vibes. I give this. I already told you what I gave this movie. 3 stars, because special effects, like, they were really good in this film. And even though this film has its holes and problems and yada yada yada, I don't, I just enjoyed the effects a lot. There was cheesy parts. There was a cheesy scene where there's some cheesy scenes. Just know that. But Bubba, he was really good. I enjoyed his acting and his character a lot. The girl, though, she had her moments where she was really good, but her character itself was really flawed and it didn't make sense. Like she's like has this like, I must turn on the machine, and then she goes and turns on the machine and immediately regrets it. Like, it's like, why? What was the thing inside of you that is telling you to turn on the machine is just gone now? Like, I don't understand. Like, she caused so many problems, but I guess they had to have reason. I just feel like they could have made a better reason for them to have to turn on the machine over and over and over again. Like, maybe at first they believe that they can save the professor, or whatever you want to call him, from the other side, and then it turns out he's completely wackadoodle evil, and they decide that no, let's not do that. But maybe instead, like, someone gets caught on the other side and they have to go save her. Like, there could have been many reasons to have them have to turn on that machine over and over again. Instead, they just did this really stupid, the girl, like, is hypnotized and turns on the machine. The next thing you know, she's like, oh no, I'll turn it off. And then they got to go down to the circuit breaker for some reason to turn it off. It was just ridiculous. There was ridiculous scenes, but I liked it. It's really a charming film. It's a really good B film, even though it had some budget and it really did not go well in theaters. It looks like they didn't even meet their the film's budget was $4.5 million and they made $1.2 million. So they really didn't hit the bar at all. But I enjoyed the film for what it is. And that's just a special effect. It's like really appeasing to the eyes, some of the special effects in this film. Very cheesy at times, but I enjoyed it a lot. I think you guys it might not be your cup of tea. It's definitely, I don't know the story that it's based on, but I have to imagine it didn't go like that. I'm pretty sure it went differently. This is probably just inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's story, but I can't imagine that that's how the story goes, But yeah, tell me what you guys thought of this film. Well, did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Did you think neutral? Have you not even seen it? This is your first time hearing about it? I don't know. Let me know. And give me movie recommendations, because I think maybe I'll start doing more movie reviews, because they're very easy. They're an hour and 50-minute runtimes usually, or 30-minute runtimes, and I can punch a movie out a day. Whereas reading takes me like 3 weeks to finish a book, it seems. So, but tell me what you guys thought of the film. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a spooky night. And I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.